Jill and Steve here.
Sorry, go ahead.
Jill and Steve here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show. Entertaining land investment talk. I'm Jill DeWitt.
I'm Steve and Jack Butella from sunny Southern California. Today, Jill and I are changing our roles.
Today, Stephen and I talk about buying your way out of a cash crunch.
What the heck would I possibly mean about that? Well, I'll tell you.
Boy, we buy our ways out of a lot of things.
Before we get into the topic, though,
let's take a question posted by one of our members, posted on the Land Investors online community. It's free.
Christian says, so a few months ago, I purchased a property that appeared to have two broken vehicles on it. One's an RV and the other is some kind of trailer. The seller confirmed that these were owned by his mother, who visited the property when she was still alive. Typical stuff here. The seller wanted nothing to do with apparently the junked vehicles, so I bought the property, figuring somebody would see this as a positive, which I agree with. I'm now closing on the property through title, and the buyer is being represented by a realtor. The buyer is requesting I execute a bill of sale so they have an easier time scrapping or getting the registered title for the two vehicles. The title company sent me a bill of sale that they drafted up, and after reading it, it seems like I'm opening myself up to unnecessary liability, which you are.
Yeah.
I am warranting no one else will claim these vehicles, etc. He's signing off on a lot of stuff.
Right.
We've all seen lawyer-driven documents like this. I've never seen the property as much as inspected the vehicles, so I have no idea what I'm actually signing, and you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
He goes on to say, in a separate addendum, it was acknowledged that I make no warranties as to the vehicles on the property. However, executing this bill of sale seems to contradict the addendum. The fact is that you're writing this question and it's out of your comfort zone.
Right.
He goes on to say, should I refuse to sign the bill of sale? And what happens? Basically, what should I do? Should I get a lawyer? What? Any ideas? Thank you. If this is out of your comfort zone, don't sign it.
Exactly, I wouldn't sign it.
And I'll say this too. This is what happens when you get a realtor involved in your deals. This is why we don't do business with realtors on acquisitions and sales. None of this would be happening. Do you think a title agent's going to say, oh, this bill of sale, you've got to sign it. Oh, this lead-based paint, you have to sign it. No. Title agent wants you out of their life as fast as possible.
Well, because, too, think about this. Title agents and escrow people, they don't go out and visit the property.
Yeah.
They don't even know. They would know if I don't bring it up and you don't bring it up. They wouldn't have any reason to even know that there's something on the property.
Yeah, and so if you ask a realtor about this, they're going to say something like what a lawyer would say. If I wasn't involved in this, I'm saving you. You can't save yourself.
I think that
I'm saving you.
Feel they have to justify their percentage, their commission.
Something. It's all, whatever it is, it's not right. It isn't.
And they're about to kill the deal. Congratulations.
Yeah, actually, I would.
Now you're not going to get anything because you're about to kill the deal.
I wouldn't. I would not sign off on the condition of something I've never seen. I wouldn't sign off on it anyway. Do you know? Are you an expert on broken down, junked out cars and RVs? No.
Technically, the person that this is like, imagine you get title insurance down the road. They go back to whoever was involved in whatever piece of it to get them to sign off on it. So technically, they're actually hitting you up incorrectly. It's like, look, I bought it with these vehicles on there. I've got a little note from them saying, you can have them, have a nice day. If you need more than that, you need to go to them. That's really what should happen.
What I would do, and I've done this in the past on deals like this, I don't let it kill the deal, but I'll take a red pen and mark it all out and initial and
the stuff that you will
and say, no, I don't warrant the condition of this. I don't accept liability for it. In fact, quite the opposite. And write stuff in there. Because in the end, all these people just want pieces of paper to put in a file.
Here's Stephen's way. This is exactly what Stephen would do, and this is 100% true. So, wait. I got to say, I'm looking for like a document here. Like, this is actually good. This is actually from a title agent. So it's wire instructions. Maybe that's not the best one, but it's just I want to use something as an example. Like, I don't know, just imagine a document. Stephen would take the whole document and do you do the X all the way through. Stephen would do the X all the way through the document, initial that, and sign it.
And they
showing
say
that
yes.
I signed your paper, but I signed
to nothing. And they say, okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. We'll put it in the file.
You need that? You got it. Next, moving on. That's awesome. That would be.
So with attorneys,
that would be so
just
darn funny.
love to have you be. If you don't know this, this is what lawyers do. Not all of them. Some of them don't. Their goal, and they teach this in law school, in contracts. Their goal is to have you out of compliance the second you sign the contract.
Oh yeah.
That way,
they can do anything they want.
They can say
anybody can do anything
they
they
can
want.
just continue to cause problems, get in the way, and bill you.
It's hilarious.
So literally, that's what sounds like what's happening here. They've got two junked out cars, and you're going to sign off on the fact that they're fine. And you know what? They're not fine.
Yeah. If you read the fine print, it probably says
fine.
they're running and you have 2 sets of keys. And
Jill
you
and
know
I
that's
have
not true.
Brand new, beautiful, functioning sports cars. And I'll tell you right now, if I signed off that nothing's wrong with my car, I'd be out of compliance. There's always something wrong.
Exactly.
Always something wrong. So if you're uncomfortable, don't sign it.
Don't sign it.
Today's topic, buying your way out of a cash crunch. This is the meat of the show. So we all get in, may I?
Yeah. That was my take it away.
We all get into cash crunches, all of us. I don't care who you are. And if not, here's an example of a cash crunch that Jill and I get into sometimes. So we have buckets of money. There's an acquisition bucket every
Literally
month.
buckets.
That's cool to say.
My bucket is my purse. This is my bucket.
Jeez, Jill.
I'm just kidding.
There's a pile of money that we
joking.
use for acquisitions every month, and we frequently run through it. Does that mean we're out of money? No, it just means that that's the money that we've allocated for acquisitions. We're out.
Right.
And for safety reasons, like we don't want to tap into it. If it's a smoking deal, we'll bring a partner in or whatever. So to get yourself out of a cash crunch, you do like every single retailer on the planet, you have a massive sale.
Right.
In our case, what we do is auction property off on eBay or bid for assets or someplace on the internet to generate tons and tons of cash quickly. Are we maximizing price? No. Are we losing money on a per parcel basis? No. We're generating 20 to 40% instead of making 100%, doubling our money. So what does that do? If you really do the numbers on it, how does this buy your way out of a cash crunch? It allows you, and the only reason you would do that is because you've got so many acquisitions lined up that are such smoking deals, you got to buy them. You're buying your way out of this little cash crunch.
Right.
And so, but you don't want it, I mean, you could make a business out of this. If you're happy making 5 to 8 to 12 to 15% profit margins, which there's nothing wrong with.
Exactly.
You can have a full-blown auction business on the side for certain parts of property. Jill and I did this for years and years and years. The acquisitions would come in, we'd say, you know what, that's an eBay property. That's a bid for assets property. This is a terms property for our website. And depending on the quality of the property and the price and the situation, that's how we would sell it.
Right.
And we always had more cash than we did real estate, and that's imperative. That's really what this show is about. In a perfect world, you would never own real estate. You would own it for a minute.
Yeah.
You would sign it, own it, sell it.
Exactly.
Minute. Bang, bang, bang.
Well, because it's sold like the minute that it's how do I say this? In a perfect world, the minute that the notary is at the seller's house, handing him the cashier's check, and they're putting that signed deed in the envelope to send back to you, you had it all ready to go, and you push the button to post the property on the planet. So by the time the deed got back to you the next day, somebody already bought it.
Exactly.
That is the perfect
You're
world. Because
cashed out.
remember, we haven't talked about this in a while. The minute that the deed's signed, now you own it. It's not when it's recorded, not in your hands, not recorded and back, not that your name shows up on the assessor or the for the tax roll, all that good stuff. None of that counts. That doesn't mean it's when it's signed. So you have at it, sell away, have it ready to go.
Exactly.
I love it.
Join us next time where we talk about how you and why you always have to start with a budget.
That's good. And we answer your questions posted on our free online community, landinvestors.com.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition. You were actually on time for the first time ever.
This is kind of a quick one today, but I think we answered it. There's ways to get around a cash crunch.
Share the fun by subscribing on iTunes or wherever you're listening. And while you're at it, rate us there.
We are
We're
Steve and Jill.
information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.